Sal Internado here for KnightCap here at Mikey Stadium after Army won 21-14 over Bucknell at homecoming here at West Point. Army made this another game pretty interesting here. They were down 14-7 at halftime. It looked like a little bit like they were auditioning to play in the Patriot League. Just weren't really moving the ball on offense. Ahmad Bradshaw left the game with a shoulder injury. About midway through the first quarter, A.J. Shore came in. First play threw an interception. 2 passes later for Shore, he threw another interception. Army wasn't getting anything going in the first half at 155 total yards. Second half, they woke up on defense and offense. The defense shut down Bucknell, and the offense had over 200 yards total offense. The defense only gave Bucknell 69 total yards in the second half. You know, the big play of the game, obviously, Edgar Poe's 68-yard touchdown pass from A.J. Shore with 4:44 left. Gave Army the 21-14 lead. Poe went up over a cornerback to grab the ball at the Bucknell 35 and then took it the rest of the way for the touchdown. Talked to Poe after the game, and he said that he had a play similar in high school his senior year in the state semifinal. The play wasn't as long as the pass, but happened with about 2 minutes left and sent his high school team in Arizona to the state championship. So, you know, usually wide receivers in Army's offense are just blockers for the most part, but Poe had 3 catches for 100 yards today. It's the first 100-yard game since Ali Villanueva in 2009 against VMI. I mean, that's a long time. It was the first Army touchdown catch that won them a game in the fourth quarter since 2008, I believe, with Chip Bowden throwing a 2-yard pass to Ian Smith. Those are blasts from the past. So, you know, people, you know, at halftime, a lot of disgruntled, you know, pretty much looked like another Duke game. They lost 44-3 here last week to Duke, and you know, at halftime, A.J. Shore said Kelvin White and Matt Hugenberg stepped up on the offensive side and said it was on the players for them to win this game. It wasn't on the coaches. The players needed to just make better plays, make better decisions. In the second half, it happened for Army. You know, they didn't blow Bucknell out, but they won a game, and Coach Munkin said a win's a win, and they really needed it here. You know, just 1-5 heading into the second half of the season, playing a Division I AA team at home that saw some 26.5-point favorites, and you're down 14-7 at halftime. So they really need this win. Now they go on the road next week to Rice, and who knows what kind of performance you're going to get from Army, because they were a kind of a Jekyll and Hyde team here today. Not very good in the first half, better in the second half. And you know, you got to give, I guess, the defense finally, you know, the second half, Chris Carnegie, after Edgar Poe's touchdown catch, Carnegie had an interception on the next play. It was Army defense's first forced turnover in 12 quarters. You're going back to the Eastern Michigan game, the last time Army forced a turnover. It came at the perfect moment. Carnegie and Brandon Jackson didn't start in this game today. They were late for a team meeting this morning, and Coach sat them out for the first defensive series and started Steven Johnson and freshman Marcus Hyatt at quarterback. Carnegie responded with a big play. You remember last year he had that pick against UConn that sealed Army's win at Yankee Stadium. We'll see what happens with the defense. Maybe they can, you know, only give up 14 points here. You know, the offense needs to score more than 21 points if Army wants to win games the rest of the season. Playing the likes of Rice, Air Force, Rutgers, you know, Navy, you're not going to win games 21 points. They got to get going on offense, and the line didn't really play well in the first half. The 2 defensive tackles for Bucknell were really controlling the line of scrimmage there early. Didn't really get much out of the fullbacks today, and A.J. Shore led them in rushing, and he fell short of 100 yards. But he did throw for 100 yards. He had 99 rushing yards today, 100 yards passing, almost you know, 100 in both. And the leading rusher for Army running backs wise was Jordan Asbury, 4 touches for 56 yards, a 31-yard run, pretty big in the fourth quarter. That's it. I mean, fullbacks, not much from Drew Harris or Matt Giaquinta. 52 yards on 16 carries. Aaron Kemper sat out this game with an injury. Bailey Wolf didn't play because of an injury, and they lost Bradshaw. Coach Munkin said they'll get an MRI on his right throwing shoulder on Sunday, and they'll see what happens. I wouldn't don't think I would expect him to play next week. It looks like it's A.J. Shore's team, at least for the time being. And A.J. won his first game as a quarterback today in late fashion. I mean, he really hasn't finished a lot of games, and when he has, he's mostly coming to release sometimes. And this was his game to win, and he helped Army to win along with Edgar Poe and Chris Carnegie today at Mikey Stadium. For KnightCap, this is Sal Internado for recordonline.com.